Welcome to the first algorithm trading tutorial from Chain Analyst. So let's get into it. First, you will need to open up a Python code editor. For this, I will be using Spider, as I found it a bit easier to work with the tkinter package, which will be used for the UI on the program. So if you want to follow along, go ahead and download Spider or open up your preferred code editor. Once you're ready to move forward, let's start by setting up our environment. So we'll need to first install a few Python libraries that our crypto trading bot will rely on. So open your terminal and run the following command: pip install TensorFlow Keras, yfinance, KrakenX, and scikit-learn in TK. And just to break these down a little bit for you, TensorFlow and Keras are the libraries that we'll be using to build our machine learning models, which will ultimately be used to create our prediction models. yfinance is what is going to be able to retrieve data from Yahoo Finance data sets, which includes certain cryptocurrencies as well as stock data, if you're interested in that as well. The KrakenX package is actually going to be the Kraken Exchange API, which allows us to fetch real-time crypto prices and interact with the Kraken account. So this is where we can check our balance and trade cryptocurrencies. And if you prefer a different exchange API, it should be able to integrate into this pretty simply, as we just use it to access the account and execute trades from it. And the TK package is just to help us with our UI. Then we're going to have our imported packages down here. Now a lot of these will look familiar from the previous course modules, but just to run them down real quick, we got the time, which is built in Python module for handling time, NumPy, which is useful for working with numbers and arrays, yfinance lets us download historical financial data like cryptocurrency or stock prices from Yahoo Finance, KrakenX connects to the Kraken crypto exchange, so we can place trades. Datetime is just a built-in module that manages dates and times. Minmax scaler is pretty much used to pre-process data to help with our model building. And TensorFlow Keras is used to build our deep learning model. And then some of these are just what we will be using as we are going to be focusing on an LSTM model. And then we have the tkinter, which is used to build a simple user interface. And then threading, which is going to let us run things like the UI and the prediction loop at the same time without freezing the app. Next, we have a placeholder for the API key and API secret, which I'll be showing you how to get in the next video, but this is essentially what's going to connect our program to an exchange to execute trades and do different queries and stuff. Now, typically, you might want to hard code these into a separate file and not directly into the program you're running, but since we're not sharing this with anyone, it's not too important. But in the future, if you ever do, you want to keep the API code as secure as possible. And then we're just going to set Kraken up here. So we're going to say k equals Kraken API and then include our API key, the secret API. And then the pair is going to be the cryptocurrency that we are going to be focusing on, which is this is just Kraken's code for Bitcoin right here. So make sure to stay tuned. We'll show you how to go ahead and set up the API on Kraken itself. But if you want to do a different exchange, I'm sure it's a similar process. But that will be in the next video.